Good morning. We are in the car yet again. Another 2.5-hour drive to our next country and our next Christmas market. We had a really good time in Luxembourg yesterday. Totally surprised. It was beautiful. Probably one of the most beautiful cities we've ever been to. The buildings were beautiful. The city is beautiful, and it's small enough that it's completely walkable. So we got to walk to 3 different markets. They weren't too far from each other, but if we did want to take public transport, it is completely free in Luxembourg, which blows my mind. You could take a train, a bus, a tram, anything, completely free. You just step on, get off your stop. You don't have to buy a ticket or anything. Even for tourists, it's free. So we thought that was pretty cool. The markets weren't huge, but they were small and cozy with tons to do for the kids. There were probably more rides here for the kids than at any other market we've been to. They even had trampolines, which I really wanted to go on, but I think she's a little bit too young for that. But definitely really fun for them with all the rides and everything. The food was pretty good. The only thing we didn't check out was the ice rink, which was on the other side of town. But I read that it's just the ice rink and maybe 5 stalls there. And they had like events and programs like a DJ and stuff after 6 p.m. but we didn't stay out that late. There was also another market area that I read online had a bunch of events and programs for kids, like crafts and different holiday theme events and stuff. But it said the event program only runs from Wednesday to Sunday, and it was Tuesday. So we didn't even bother going over there. There may have been something there, stalls or rides or something, I'm not sure. But it said that the programs that were over there were not on Tuesdays, so we didn't even bother going there. Constitution Square was probably our favorite market. That's the one that had the Ferris wheel, carousel, a couple rides for the kids, the trampolines, and it had the most beautiful backdrop on the edge of like a cliff. You could see a beautiful old bridge, some nice buildings in the background, and there was the park below it, so it was super beautiful, especially at night with all the lights. It was a really good time. So we had a really hard time ranking this one. I just want to say that our rankings are based on overall vibes, how much fun we had, but a large majority is things to do with the kids, because the worst thing is taking the kids to a Christmas market where we're just dragging them around and there's nothing for them to do and they're bored, because then that's when they start acting up, especially Isla. If there's nothing for her to do, then she gets bored, she gets restless, she starts getting upset. So a big portion of our ranking of these markets is things to do as a family, things to do for kids, but it's also vibes and how we feel. Did we like it? Did we have a good time? Is it a beautiful market? Stuff like that. So with all that said, I think Luxembourg comes in just below Vienna, because we had a really great time in Vienna and there were more market areas in Vienna to go to. They had the amusement park, they had the Rathausplatz, which had the Ferris wheel, the carousel, and what pushes Vienna ahead of Luxembourg is probably the ice skating. Like I said, we didn't see the ice rink in Luxembourg, so I don't know, but at least in Vienna they had a free kids area and they even had little training skates to rent, because Isla is 3, so she can't really use regular ice skates, but they did have trainer skates for her in a free kids area, so she had so much fun ice skating there. So I think that puts Vienna ahead of Luxembourg. So that's our ranking right now. And now we have another 2.5-hour drive to our next Christmas market, which is in a different country. This market that we're going to, I've only heard amazing things. It's actually known as one of the best Christmas markets in all of Europe. I heard it has the best Christmas lights of any market this year. It's also huge. So I looked up on Google and it said it had over 13 different festive areas across the center. So we're definitely gonna try to hit as much as we can. We're trying to get there by noon today so that we have a little head start. Yesterday we didn't get to Luxembourg till a little bit later, so today we definitely want to have an early start on the day. Try to see as much as we can. So we will be there shortly and we'll let you know where we are.
Strasbourg. How you say it? Strasbourg.
What country is that?
France.
He thinks you're funny. Of course it's raining.
Of course it's raining.
Just a little bit.
But he's
Good thing it's the end of the day.
braving it out.
You're braving it out. Is it okay? You having fun?
No complaints from this guy.
Yeah. It's mommy.
And another thing.
And Isla's sleeping. So tired. Cover back up. Right. Let's go to the last one. Have some dinner and call it a night. Right, bud? Okay, we heard him. We had a good time in Strasbourg last night. It definitely does not live up to all the hype, I think. It's kind of hyped up as one of the best Christmas markets in all of Europe. The lights were amazing. Probably has the best lights of any of the markets we've been to, but there wasn't a lot to do for the kids. There were tons of areas across the center though. We made it to pretty much all of the ones that I had saved on Google Maps. So we saw a bunch of different festive areas. It's really beautiful. It's a beautiful city, but the vibes just weren't there. The food wasn't all that great. So not one of our favorites. And this morning we drove just another hour and a half south and we are here in
Basel, Switzerland.
We're in Basel, Switzerland. Me and Ryan had been to Switzerland before. We were here maybe like 6 years ago in like 2018, 2023, so 6 years ago. Switzerland's a beautiful country. We're really excited to be back. We've never been to Basel, but we heard it's a really great Christmas market. So we parked the car outside our apartment. It's not time to check in yet, but we're gonna head into the city and check it out. We're really excited, so really tired too, but moving on. Tomorrow's the last day of this crazy week, so hitting the end, but we're gonna make the most of every day still. So, let's go. We're in Ireland. Let's go.
Go!
Really creamy garlic.
Garlic sauce. After a very long drive, checking into our hotel, dropping off our rental car, we're finally here at Christmas market number 7, which is Munich, Germany. It's a city that me and Ryan have been to, but the kids have not. We were here, 6 years ago? So we're really excited to be back. on day 7 of 7 days, 7 Christmas markets. We had a great time this week. I'm really glad we did it. Even though it was exhausting and crazy and it was a lot of driving, we had a really good time. We're glad we did it. We had a good time in Munich tonight, but we were way too tired to spend hours walking around the market, so we just walked around the main market at Marienplatz for a little bit. We didn't see too much, but overall we weren't overly impressed with what we saw. This is the last weekend of the Christmas markets here. They are ending after this weekend, so we still have another day or two to go check them out because we do have a whole week here in Munich. So we'll probably check out the rest of the markets tomorrow, do some other things. That'll be in a different video. And then we'll be heading back to the States for a little bit. And we do still plan on seeing one more Christmas market that I heard is open through the new year as a day trip on the train from here. So I'm not 100% sure that we're gonna make it there, but we'll see. I think if we make it to the one that we're gonna try to go to this week from Munich, I think it'll be a total of 12 Christmas markets in 12 different cities across Europe. So we've made it to quite a few this year. This is it for this video. And we're gonna enjoy our last week in Munich before we head back to the States for a little bit. So
Stay tuned.
yeah.